What's up, fam? This is your boy El Jefe, and I am here today to talk to you about the LG TONE Free FN6. Now, if you're interested in checking these out for yourself, hit the link in the description box right down below, and that'll take you to the latest updated pricing. Now, as of the making of this video, these were only available in black, but I have seen some press releases that show them also being available in white at some point in the future. So keep your eyes peeled for that if you're interested. Now, before we go any further, and for full disclosure, because I like having transparency and honesty with my viewers, LG did reach out to me. They sent over this early review sample for my honest opinion and review. And if this is your first time here and you're not familiar with the way that I do things on this channel, whether I go out and buy the product myself or if somebody sends it over to me for a review, I'm always going to keep it 100% real with you and let you know whether or not it's worth your hard-earned money. Now, no money was exchanged between me and LG in order to make this video, so they're going to be watching this at the very same time that you are. Now, if you like what you heard so far, sit back and relax, and let's jump into this. Now, first and foremost, I always talk about the things that I don't like right up front, and then we get into the things that I do like. So first, let's talk about the ambient sound. Now, inherently, this is a great feature to have on any set of true wireless earbuds. Now, if you're listening to voices with this ambient sound, they will sound a bit on the robotic side. Now, this might be something that could be fixed with a future firmware update, but that is just one of the things that I noticed when I was using the ambient sound feature on these earbuds. Is it a little bit nitpicky? Of course, but we do have to point these things out in hopes that it'll help the company make further improvements and provide you with a better product. Now, secondly, I did notice a bit of a connection problem. It isn't anything too crazy, but it is something that I wanted to bring to your attention. So probably about every 2 or 3 times that I'm using this product, every once in a while, I'll have a quick disconnect between the 2 earbuds. So where basically sound will drop out of one, but then it'll reconnect right away. It doesn't happen every single time. So let's say I'll use it once, and then maybe I use them again in the afternoon, and then maybe I use them again the next day. And then on that third try, at a certain point during my playback time, I'll get a quick disconnect and reconnect. So it's a very intermittent issue. It could just be that I received a pre-production model and that could be what that's all about, but it is something that I experienced. And for full transparency, that's why I'm talking about it. Now, as far as my grabs are concerned, that is pretty much it. But since we're talking about the connection quality, let's move towards that direction. As far as connectivity, these are running Bluetooth 5.0 and they run AAC for their codec of choice. Now, that makes them fully compatible with iOS and Android devices, so no problems with compatibility as far as that is concerned. I tested them with an iPhone 11, an iPad Pro, a Galaxy S10 Plus, and an LG V40 just to be safe. Everything works perfectly. As far as Bluetooth range is concerned, I managed to go right around 40 feet or just about 12 meters from my friends overseas. As far as video lag or latency is concerned, minimal to none. So essentially the same as any other earbuds using Bluetooth 5.0, almost not noticeable. So YouTube, Netflix, Hulu, any of the video apps that you might use, it's not going to be a problem. As far as gaming is concerned, you're going to play casual games, it's not going to be an issue. If you're going to play any first-person shooter or competitive games, I would probably stick to those wired earbuds. Now, these also feature dual connect, so you can use them independently while the other one is charging in the case. That's always a great feature to have. And then last but not least, they also do feature in-ear detection. So when you put them in, they will automatically play your music, and then when you take them out, they will automatically pause. Now let's move over to the case and battery. Now this case is super minimal. It's just a round puck, matte black finish, overall very pocketable and very compact. It also features a front-facing LED that is color-coded, so it's just a single light, but it will display different colors based on the battery level. And another feature in the case that I can't forget to talk to you about is going to be the fact that they feature their UVnano technology. So what this is UV light, and now this has been UL certified to actually work, and it kills 99.9% of bacteria within 10 minutes. So dropping these into their case, you'll see this blue light come on the inside, and that's taking care of any bacteria that might be on the earbuds themselves. So that's kind of a cool feature if you ask me. Now, as far as charging, these feature USB Type-C along with Qi wireless charging. So you've got both options right on the case. As far as battery with the case is concerned, it's going to give you an additional 12 hours or essentially 2 additional charges. As far as the battery life of the earbuds themselves, they were claiming 6 hours worth of playback time. In my own actual testing at 75% volume, I managed to pull 4 hours and 53 minutes. So that's a bit under what they were claiming. So I still have to go through a few more charging cycles to see if that battery life increases, but so far, just under 5 hours. And then last but not least, they also feature fast charging. So if you do manage to run these down all the way, you can drop these back in their case for 5 minutes, and that will give you an additional 1 hour worth of playback time. Now that's going to bring us over to the comfort and the build quality. So as far as build quality, it is very premium feeling, and these are surprisingly very similar to the Apple AirPods Pro as far as the shape, the weight, and sort of the design. Has that sort of stem style with the bulb at the end of it. They fit my ears basically about the same way, with the AirPods Pro being slightly more comfortable, but these still are highly, highly comfortable. And they also do include a bunch of different ear tip sizes, so you can make sure you can size these up to the proper size to ensure that you're getting the proper volume and the proper sound quality. I can't stress enough how important it is to make sure you take the time to try out all those different ear tips so that you can get the best experience with whatever earbud, in-ear monitor, or true wireless that you purchase. As far as comfort's concerned, I have to preface this by saying that comfort is highly subjective, so what's comfortable for me may not be comfortable for you. So user experience may vary. As far as comfort for me, very comfortable, very lightweight. I can barely tell that they're there. So overall comfort level for me is very, very good. Now that's going to bring us over to the microphones and the call quality of these earbuds. But before I just ramble on about all the different call quality, let me just go ahead and play you some call quality samples. And this way you can be the judge for yourself. All right, so here we have the call quality test for the LG TONE Free. So testing, 1, 2, 3. Indoors in a semi-quiet environment. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Now here we have the same call quality test with some simulated crowd noise. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. As always, you got to be the judge of the call quality down in the comment section. With that out of the way, let's go ahead and talk about the app that these use. So that is the TONE Free app from LG. And this gives you a bunch of different controls and a bunch of different features for these earbuds. First and foremost, it's going to be the EQ. So they have 4 EQ presets built right into them. Now they did work hand in hand with Meridian to get the tuning for these earbuds up to par. So the very first tune and what they come with just straight out of the box is going to be their immersive setting. And that to me personally is the best setting out of these 4. So it's immersive, it's natural, then they've got bass boost and treble boost. And on top of that, there are also 2 user-definable custom settings. So you can have 2 of your own EQ presets that you define yourself using their 8-band equalizer. So they do give you the ability to get some granular control over the sound quality of these earbuds. Now, I will admit that messing with those EQ tunes, I really couldn't get them to sound quite as good as the built-in immersive preset. That ended up being my favorite. But overall, it's nice to see this level of control built straight into the app. Now they also feature a toggle for the ambient sound, so you can turn that on and off right from within the app. And it also gives you 3 adjustable volume levels for that ambient sound. So that's kind of a cool thing to have. You can max it out, you can put it right in the middle, or you could turn it down to make it, not as noticeable. And there is also an adjustable touch control. Now, as far as the adjustable touch controls, you can adjust the double tap and the triple tap. So you can make it, whether it's volume control or skip track, you have a bunch of different options in there that you can make those adjustments, and they are independent. So you can make the right one do something different versus the left one. Now, the next thing you can also find is a Find My Earbuds feature. So if you ever do lose one or both of these earbuds outside of the case, you can hit this button and it will find those earbuds by playing loud chirping noises. So it's a bit of a useful feature if you're one of those people that tends to lose their earbuds. Now, this isn't the case for me. I haven't had that happen yet, but it is nice to know that it is there. And then last but not least, the app also gives you the ability to do firmware updates. So I recently just had one. When I recently paired these up, I think it was about 2 days ago, there was a firmware update. What did it do for the earbuds? I'm not sure. So it is a feature that's there. If they do want to add further features or make any other refinements to it, the system is already in place. So with all that out of the way, this is going to bring us over to the volume and the sound quality. As far as volume is concerned, I'm going to give these a solid 7 out of 10. There's a nice amount of volume to be had here, especially if you're going to use them in the immersive sound setting. Comfortable listening, I'm talking somewhere between 65 and 80% for my own ears. So to me, perfect. Plenty of overhead if I ever have any quiet dialogue or a song that's just not up to par quality-wise. I have that extra volume so I can really pump things up so that I can really enjoy whatever my listening experience happens to be. As far as sound quality is concerned, they did team up with Meridian in order to get the tuning on these earbuds. And the tuning is very, very good, but it isn't going to be for everyone. So this is more of a balanced, almost cinematic type of a sound. So there isn't a ton of bass here. If you're a bass head, you're probably going to want to go ahead and look elsewhere. If you prefer more of a mids forward type of sound, so more for vocalists, more for instrumental music, things of that nature, this is going to be more up your alley. You're going to get a bit more treble than you're used to, but it sounds very good. Nice clarity to it, good mid-range. There is bass. It's just not heavy sub bass. It is nice, accurate bass. It sounds very, very good. But for some of my hip hop tracks, the impact just wasn't quite there, not what I was expecting. So I tried a bunch of different ear tips to see if it was the seal. It definitely was not. It's just the way that these have been tuned. But for rock, instrumental music, oldies, Motown, ballads, country music, even things of that nature, where there's more instruments being played, where you have more vocalists, classical music, things of that nature, it's going to sound very, very good. And then, like I said before about the app, you do have the ability to make some EQ adjustments if you want to make some minor adjustments yourself, or if you want to try one of the other EQ presets. So all in all, excellent sound quality, definitely not for everyone, but if you prefer a more balanced sound versus something that's super bass heavy, then this may be a good option for you. So do I recommend you go out and pick up the LG TONE Free FN6? If we're talking about being in a vacuum where it's only these earbuds that exist, then sure, for 150 bucks, they're giving you a ton of features and some pretty solid sound quality. So yes, but when you take into account the competition coming in at this price or nearby, so Soundcore Liberty 2 Pro, the Galaxy Buds Plus, Jabra 75T Elite, and the Google Pixel Buds, considering those competitors coming in right around this price range, give or take $20 to $30, it makes this a really tough earbud to recommend. The reason being is that some of those earbuds are giving you much, much more sound quality for your dollar, especially when some of them go on sale, which I've seen both the Soundcore Liberty 2 Pros and the Galaxy Buds Plus drop all the way down to $130. So it makes it kind of a tough recommend considering the competition. But as long as you're okay with the gripes that I have with these earbuds, and as long as you're okay with the lower amount of bass, but the overall richness of the sound and having a more cinematic feel to it, then I think these would be a good choice. But you do have to weigh out those options because the competition for 150 bucks is seriously fierce right now. So there are a lot of options to weigh out, and you just have to see whether or not these are the right fit for you. So make sure you do your research, watch more videos than just this to really figure out if this is the right one for you. Now, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, any of that sort of stuff, leave that down in the comment section. I will get back to you as soon as possible. Now, if you want to hook up with the JEFE fam a little bit further, check out the link for the Discord server right in the description box down below. We're in there talking about audio products, just chatting it up, so make sure you come through. If you haven't done so already, make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, and that way you never miss any of my upcoming videos. With all of that out of the way, I hope you have an awesome week. Stay safe, stay healthy, wash your hands, wear a mask if you can, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.